Hi everybody! First and foremost, hello to all my subscribers. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've been on. I was planning on coming on to this channel, on my YouTube channel, a couple weeks before Christmas, but I got sick and then I got really busy with work trying to catch up on stuff so that my time off I wouldn't be rushing around, and yeah, here I am. So I decided I was going to do a live feed. However, I didn't get that much response because I did it last minute. So I decided that I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to record all these readings, as many as I can get in the next couple hours before I have to go to bed to get up for work tomorrow. So I have music on in the background. Hopefully it's not out drowning my voice out. And the fish tank behind me is a little noisy, so hopefully the sound won't bother you. First and foremost, thank you to my subscribers, both new and the ones who've been with me since the beginning or close to the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to say thank you to my new friends that I've found on Facebook that have come here, and Instagram and Twitter, who have joined my channel or are coming to check it out and haven't subscribed yet. Thank you for checking out my channel and go through all the videos. If you find something that you like, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and also notifications if you want to be notified of when I put new content or live content on. I'm trying to get the camera so that you can see me and not like light from, there's a glare in here. So don't mind me changing. I have my Supernatural Scooby-Doo shirt on, so don't mind me. I'm actually in my shorts too because it's Sunday and usually I'm in my pajamas. I had to change my top. So anyways, so I'm going to start with my sign, which is Cancer, for the month of January, and I know I'm a little late, so hopefully next month I'll do them a week before February starts for February, and I'll try to do as many as I can. It just depends on time. So the decks that I'm going to be using, I'm not a general book taught / generalized tarot reader. I'm actually a clairvoyant medium, so I only use the symbolism of the cards. So I'm not one of those people that goes by the different cards, swords, all that stuff. I actually just go by the symbolism of the cards. So I don't even use the book or anything that comes with it. I'm just a natural reader. I have used my spirit guides, the angels, my ancestors, and of course spirits, because I communicate with spirits on the other side. Both spirits of people who have passed, either in the person that I'm reading for, or of myself, or just a spirit that comes through to help me give the message that I need to give. Now, first, a disclaimer I want to post on this video that I probably didn't do in the other two astrology ones I've done, because those are the only ones I've done so far, is this: if this pertains to you and you can it resonates with you, great. Just make sure I'm not a huge astrology person, meaning I don't know a lot about the charts and the signs and all that. I just go by my intuition and the gift that I have. So you might want to check out what your sign is in if you're not a Cancer, to see if this resonates with you. It may not resonate with everyone, so just remember that when you're following people also that give readings, that, you know, I'm Cancer, but, you know, my sign might follow something else because I'm not familiar with that chart and all that stuff. So I just want to put that out there. And this is for entertainment purposes and from my abilities. And if you're not a believer and this is something that you're not into, please continue on. You don't have to watch my channel if you don't want to. So the cards that I'm using is the Anubis Oracle, because I'm a huge person with Egypt. I have a lot of ties to Egypt and the gods and goddesses and the history over there. So that's what this deck is. And if you want to know what the deck book looks like, or what the book looks like, I mean the card deck looks like, if you want to order it, this is what it is. And I basically, like I said, I buy cards that my spirits tell me to buy, and also that resonate with me with the symbolism of the cards. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this deck. I'm also going to be using the Cosmic Tarot, and I'll show you the deck picture, the book that comes with the cards. And I have a lot of high connections with the Ascending Masters and the what do you call it, the universe. So this is why I use the Cosmic Tarot, which this is what the deck, hopefully the camera will pick this up. This is what the deck cards look like. And if you want to see, it's beautiful artwork. That's what one of the cards looks like here, if you want to see. So like I said, I picked decks that symbolize, symbolism for me. And then the only other deck that I'm using to help me when I need to ask a specific question that, I'll know to go to this deck is the Native and Spirit Oracle cards, which obviously the reason why I picked this deck is for symbolism, like I said, and because I have Native American ancestry, both in this life and past lives. And so that is why I'm using that deck, as well as my spirit guide. My grandfather is from the Cherokee Nation, so that is why I use this deck. So some of the cards, it's just a question, like if you have a question about, like if someone asks me about a relationship or about money, and so it'll bring up something like this. Now, I'm not surprised that this came up because, just so you know, in my European, I want to say pagan / Viking / European life, I was a medicine woman, a seer, and I was that also in my Native American life and in my witchy life. So I've always been tied to this in many of my lives. So that's why this ability I feel is so strong in this life. So the reading I want to do tonight, I'm just going to shuffle the deck while I'm talking. I hope you don't mind. I decided to do Cancer, and for the month of January and possibly the beginning of February, since we're a little late getting into January. So I just do a generalized layout. When I first lay this out, I just usually go with 13 cards. However, I also go with my intuition and what is told to me. Also, too, just so you know, if any cards fall out, there's a reason for that. And as well as if you hear any noises in the background, I do have 2 small dogs, both Pugsley and Wednesday. And Wednesday actually was in here, so you might hear her tiptoeing of her feet. Pugsley is behind the camera. Hopefully he won't come over here and try to get on my lap. But if he does, you'll get to meet him if you haven't met him already. So as I was shuffling the Native Spirit cards, Song of the Wild came out. So we'll read that in a minute. I'll let you know what that means. So now I'm shuffling the Egyptian deck. Also, too, just so you know, when I do readings, I do private readings as well. I do Skype sometimes, but I usually like to do my readings without the person being live. If I need to talk to the person directly to do the reading, I will contact you if you've contacted me for a reading. However, I prefer to do videos like this where I send it to the person. And any of my clients or friends or acquaintances that have had readings by me, please comment below and let my fellow subscribers or people that are considering getting a reading know what kind of reader I am. So I used to do just email, where someone will contact me and then I would do a video and then I would send it to them. So now I do a video and send it to them directly instead of just writing it, typing it. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm just shuffling the decks. I hope you don't mind. Just a little bit more than what I did before I started this video. So Cancer. What does January hold for the remainder of the month for Cancer? And I'm going to let you know right now, this channel, I do general readings, but just so you know, most people do it about couples. So if you have someone in your life, I do mine and I focus on single people because I don't think enough readers out there touch on single people. It's always about relationships. And unfortunately, I don't really find any other ones that do single. It's always something to do with relationships. And what I mean by that is love relationships, like relationships, man, boy, boy, girl, 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 not just friendships or acquaintances. And since I'm single, none of it usually resonates with me because it always has something to do with that. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to cut the deck here, and I'm going to start off with the Egyptian deck. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for the present for January in regards to just generalized and see what comes through. So anything can come through: work, love, relationships, money. And I will let you know what those mean in a moment. So the first card is a beautiful card about truth. And what this means is whoever I'm reading for, there's someone in your life currently that is not being honest with you, and that your intuition is telling you something is off about this person. However, you want to see the best in this person, and so you're basically not going with your intuition. I'm telling you right now, for whoever pertains to this card, the person is not who they say they are and have a lot of secrets in their closet. I feel it might be a relationship person, meaning someone who you may see that could be more than a friend, but isn't a boyfriend or girlfriend right now. I hope that resonates with someone out there. You're not gonna see the truth until you just let it come through. You have to go with your first intuition. You're not blaming the person or pointing fingers, but once you open your eyes, you're able to see more instead of in denial right away. And I feel like this person, I would say in February, maybe before or after the moon, whatever moon, around Valentine's Day, possibly maybe after Valentine's Day, this person, you'll see something happen if you don't see it earlier. So just be prepared. Do not, I repeat, whoever's watching this, that this resonates with, not only did this say not to trust this person, if you're considering being in a relationship with them, not everyone who's watching this is going to be, it might be just a friendship and the person's very odd, right? So you just can't pinpoint it, but you don't want to think the worst. It could be just that. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone you're romantically attracted to. So the goddess that I resonate with, just so you know, as I'm reading these cards, who comes through a lot for me in my life is Sekhmet. And she's basically telling me in this card, and it comes up, sacred relationship, and immediately it shows the names, and one of them is Sekhmet, which in the card, she's in here in this picture. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. It resonates with me on so many levels. So please be prepared. I'm trying to be patient because I'm going to take a little time on this card because I want to get through everything that's coming through for you. This person who's being dishonest, this person is somebody who is the center of attention. Someone who acts like they don't want to be the center of attention, but they are the center of attention. Okay? They mean someone else in your family or life, whether they are related to a friend, a romantic, somebody you're attracted to, a coworker. I'm not really sure. This person is, I want to say close to you, but not close to you. Like you don't, if it's somebody who, let me put it this way. If it's someone who is, you've known for a long time and you consider close, but you don't know them for who they really are. So it could be somebody that you've known, an acquaintance or a friend, but you're not like extremely close with them. That is basically the 10 years you've known them. It's not who they are. And so that's something that I can relate to because my entire life I've been around people like that. And I'm the opposite. This person that you're watching on this video, I don't have fancy intro music or fancy background or tons of makeup and my hair out and all that stuff and sexy clothes on to get channel subscriptions. I'm just who I am. And not a lot of people like that. They don't like honesty. And yeah, so anyways, another thing in this card is that you need to stop giving your power away. You keep giving your power away. Be a little smarter about money. Something with money. You were a little frivolous, not around Christmas time, but before Christmas time. And also, you need to take more baths and ground yourself more. You tend to be around a lot of people that are very negative or draining to you, whether it's your job or your home life. You need to recharge. You can't just continue to keep helping people, going through the cycle of life and not doing anything to help yourself and your energy. If you are one of these people that's sensitive like myself, you need to recharge, you need to ground, you need to meditate or pray, whatever your path is. You need to get either your feet in the ground outside or a Epsom bath or oils, or I have essential oil on right now. I have a little bit of lavender in my essential oil, and then I'm burning some sage, which had actually just stopped. Whatever your thing is, you need to ground and get at peace with yourself, because when you're around people like that, it takes a toll on you, which you can't be the best version of yourself. I'm also being told by the third card that I laid out that you have a lot of planetary connections like I do. I'm seeing cosmic connections, meaning I have connected probably in the past year and a half, 2 years, more a year and a half, with 2 people that have cosmic ties with me. One of them doesn't know it yet, and I'm not the one who's going to tell them. However, another person in my life who's a trillion miles away in another country, and I have cosmic ties. So, and cosmic influences on each other. We are extremely connected. This person you're very connected with in that sense. You have not met them yet, but you will meet them by the end of January, beginning of February. You're going to just feel a really strong connection to this person who could be male or female, but has a very strong male energy. They are going to be someone who comes off as quiet and shy. However, you're attracted to their energy and you're not really sure why, because it's not somebody you normally would be friends with. Not that, you know, their appearance or the demeanor is unattractive to you, right? It's just, you know how you meet somebody and they're not somebody who you necessarily have hung around with before. Maybe they're either more flamboyant about their bodies or their hair or whatever, and you're not used to that. Or maybe they're more prim and proper and you're not used to that, because if you're like me, more goth or dark, you know, you're not used to that. Wednesday. Come here, baby. My dog, I'm sorry. If you're not used to that, then it may, you know, you may come off with a feeling of, I'm not sure why I want to be friends with this person. I've never been attracted to a person like this before. Don't mind me. This is my rat terrier Wednesday. She wants me to hold her. So I hope you don't mind. So whoever this person is, you're going to feel that strong astrology connection, that strong planet connection, where you're going to feel like you've known them or you recognize their energy, but you have very much cosmic influences on each other. So if you don't already know this person, you know, you're going to want to befriend them, which usually you feel like you're not always the first person to befriend somebody. Usually other people start the friendship, and you're not used to that, and that's taking you out of your comfort zone. Don't let it come take out your comfort zone. You know, I used to be the same way. I used to be extremely shy. Now I'm very forward, and I think sometimes that turns people off. I was once told by a reader a few years ago that I'm too rough around the edges. I need to be a little bit softer. However, I was soft for so many years in my life and got taken advantage of and hurt that I don't feel I need to be that way anymore. So I'm very who I am. I'm not behind a mask. Wednesday, stop. I'm not behind a mask. I'm not hiding behind anything. This is who I am. And I guess that intimidates people. And so either women don't like me or men are very intimidated by me. And I'm very blunt. And if I'm one of the ones who, just so you know, if you're watching this and I've befriended you or I emailed you or commented on you or contacted you, that means that I genuinely like your energy and I feel a connection to you in some weird way. And what I mean by that, weird, because most people think it's weird. I don't think it's weird, but either in a past life or in this life or something like that. Or I'm attracted to your energy, not necessarily your looks, because I don't look at people for their looks. So if I initiated it, that's a huge deal because I don't usually do that. So, and I have a small amount of tribe family. So whoever this person is that I'm reading for, they haven't really met any of their tribe family yet. And what I mean by that, those are people that you've been connected with in past lives and that you were meant to be in this life with at some point, whether they stay in this life or not. So tribe family sometimes can come and go. It's just, you know, it just depends. Completely different from what you'll read on YouTube or on Google or Yahoo or anywhere else all over the internet or social media about twin flames and soulmates. If you're interested in how my intake on twin flames is, you could watch one of my past videos, because I don't believe in the twin flames that everybody else regurgitates on here. And I'm not judging anybody if they feel that way, but twin flames is not a romantic thing. It doesn't have to be. And so I feel like, you know, people take that for granted, that whole thing, and think it's that love gooey shit and that the person's going to save you. And that's just not the way it is. We all have to save ourselves. We all have to be the people that love ourselves. This person that I'm reading for, you need to love yourself a little bit more. You need to do things for yourself. I'm a negative I'm someone who doesn't do this all the time. I don't want to say negative because I don't like that word. So please take care of yourself. Go and get your nails done. If you're a female or a male, get a manicure or pedicure. Go get your hair done. I don't do it nearly as much as I should. I don't get outside as much as I should when it's cold or when it's really, really hot. I don't do a lot of the things that I should do. So I started doing those things again. And that's the only way that you're going to get yourself to where you love yourself 100%. You won't need someone else. So when someone else comes into your life, you truly can see them for who they are and accept them and love them and not feel like you're losing your identity. So I'm going to pull some cosmic cards for this person. And this is going to be just generalizing on what I've already picked up. So Wednesday, go sit down in your bed, baby. Come on. Come over here. Come over. Come on. Come see. So I'm going to pull, I think, 5 cards from the cosmic deck and go from there. This reading's probably going to be like an hour, so just so you know. So we're going to do 5 cards. And let's see, this is for Cancer in January. I got the Devil card, 10 of Cups, King of Cups, the Hierophant, and Ace of Swords. Now remember, I don't go by the Arcana like everyone else does or the book read part of cards. I go by my symbolism, so please don't, this is the person who is the dishonest person. This is the person who's not being honest. This is the person who was in this. Just beware. I'm just going to warn you again. Just to be wary. This is someone in your life that is your, how do I say, mentor. They may not come off as a mentor. Like when you're watching this, you're thinking, oh, well, it could be this person, but I'm not sure. It is that person. This person is older than you, and I don't mean physical age older. I mean older, like old soul. This is somebody who is wise beyond their years. If they're physically younger in this life, it's because they're an old soul. It's really, truly somebody who always gives you the right advice, is always there for you, whether you talk 6 months and you don't talk and then you talk again. It's like you never stop talking. I have a girlfriend like that. I'm not going to say her name on here, that I met a few years ago on the internet, that I love her children and her, and I've never met her in person. And I love her to death, and she is just an amazing person. And I feel like she is the sister I never had in past lives. I just feel like she's just one of those people that I'm very connected to. This is the same guy. This is a man. I feel it's a male energy that may be connected to the person who's being dishonest. I feel like they, like I said, they're very full of themselves, but they try to make it like they're not really. So it's kind of like humor. They make humor out of it, but it's really how the person truly is. This is you. You finally see the truth. And it's going to bother you. And you're going to be upset. But please forgive yourself. Don't harp on it. We all do this. We all want to see the best in everyone. Strength. You have strength. You're going to be strong and you're going to get through it. But you're also going to have some kind of, I'm going to pull the spirit cards, the Native American cards. I'm going to ask it a question. You're also going to get through something fairly stressful in regards to money. That's going to happen in mid to the end of January. Either something breaks in the house or the car or whatever, and you're going to flip out at first. But you need to remember to ground yourself and realize that it happens to all of us. So don't stress about it. So I'm going to pull a card and see. Pull 2. I feel like I need to pull 2. So you have some, see? So, Spirit Keeper of the North. You have a spirit guide that is extremely, extremely vocal to you. And what I mean by that is you see signs around you that you may not necessarily know that this is the spirit guide. And it has something to do with the smell of mint. The smell of mint. So it could be a plant that smells like mint or peppermint. Or you smell that smell sometimes.